One of the most important stories to me personally from the Bible comes in Mark chapter 10. Jesus is on his final trip to Jerusalem. He's about to be killed at the hands of the chief priests and the Romans. And his disciples are coming behind him, and a couple of them surround him and go, hey, Jesus, hey, Jesus. They're bringing a mother along, too. That's kind of manipulative. They said, hey, when we get to Jerusalem, we want to be on your right and left hand. Had Jesus said yes, they would have been on a cross, not on a throne, which is what they're after. Jesus never rebukes them for their desire to be great. Rather, he says, here's how you are to be great. And this famous quote, it's worth a tattoo, for the Son of Man came, not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. That's Mark chapter 10, verse 45. God designed us to lead through serving. He designed us to excel and to be raised up in significance and honor and strength and power by using our power for the powerless. This is an upside-down design of God, and it's a beautiful design. I'm going to show you a little bit of psychology behind that biblical passage. We know that our happiness, your happiness, is a chemical cocktail hardwired in your brain. There are different chemicals that create happiness for different reasons. There's oxytocin, that's the kind of hug chemical, the handshake chemical. Then there's the serotonin, one of my favorites, is the honor chemical when someone calls you sir or puts you in a special place of honor, or they stand up and clap for you. All of that is serotonin-based happiness. Now, of course, there's adrenaline-based happiness. I love that one too. The bottom line, though, is that God designed our brain so that a very small squirt of this chemical gives you immense pleasure, and it is highly addictive. In fact, heroin is tapping into the same chemical substance of serotonin. And so when you get a little bit of that chemical, it's highly addictive, but it fades quickly. So that when you do something that gets you that chemical, you get an instant push, and then it fades away, so that you have to replicate the positive behavior time after time after time to get the happiness you desire. Now, what does that have to do with serving? Well, serving is one of the ways that we get the serotonin chemical. And when I coach young people, just kind of life coaching, they typically want honor from above, like from a coach, a teacher, a mentor, a hero of theirs. They really want that kind of honor. The problem is, serotonin that comes from above is really hard to get. It's hard to play first string on a sports team. It is hard to get a raise. It is hard to get a promotion. And as soon as you do, you put a target on your back for everyone around you. So not only is it hard, other people want to take you out. That's a difficult way to get serotonin. The easiest way to get serotonin is to serve people below you. Like if you work in a kid's classroom, those kids will love you, like they will worship you. And it's easy, and for all their life, they still see you as above them. If you've ever coached someone or mentored someone or led someone, you understand the dynamic of they may excel beyond you in their career, but they still look to you as a mentor. That serotonin is easy to get because it's freely offered from people below you. It is easy to keep, and it lasts a really long time. What Jesus is telling us in Mark 10:45 of how to find our identity in service, how to find our happiness in service, is such good advice. Because when we serve others, our brains cannot differentiate between the serotonin we get from someone above us and someone below us. It feels exactly the same way, but it's easier, it's more permanent, and it's longer lasting. So, I want to encourage all of you, for the health of your identity and self-perception, to serve. And I want to speak specifically to you men right now. I'm going to just tell you this. I probably shouldn't tell you this because I'm going to ask you and you're going to say, oh yeah, you said that. Every time I meet a couple, husband and wife, who serve in the kids area, I ask this question. It's not 100% of the time, but probably about 95% of the time they go, yeah, that's what it is. I say to the wife, does it piss you off that he doesn't even try and the kids like him better? And you try really hard and they like him better. There's something about being a guy walking into a kid's area that the kids just gravitate to. You don't have to actually do anything. You just stand there. I can't think of a easier way, a better way, a healthier way for you to find self-esteem than to be a model and mentor for those below you. Men, women, same thing. When you serve others, it winds up solidifying God's wiring in you for a positive identity from your Father in heaven. And that is something worth talking about.